Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into something super festive?
Ooh, sounds fun.
Today we're taking you to London, specifically their magical Christmas markets.
I love those.
Me too. And our listeners sent us this amazing article called Top 5 London Christmas Markets You Must See This Christmas from UK Compass.
Oh, UK Compass is great. They're like your one-stop shop for finding, well, anything you need in the UK, like quality services.
Exactly, and all at no extra charge. Be sure to check out their platform and their social media for some seriously helpful tips.
Okay, but back to those markets.
Yes. This article breaks down the top 5 markets
Mm,
and why they're so special and unique.
so much better than just hitting any random market.
Totally.
Yeah.
But, Christmas markets aren't exactly a new thing, right?
No, not at all. I mean, their history goes way back, centuries even. They originated in Europe.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and London, with all its history and culture, has really made these traditions their own.
It's like stepping into a Christmas card, isn't it?
Totally, with all those festive smells, lights, unique gifts.
And the food. Okay, so first up, we have the South Bank Center Winter Market.
Ooh, that one's beautiful, right along the Thames.
I know, imagine strolling along the river, the city lights all around.
And the smells of roasted chestnuts and mulled wine.
Ooh, I can almost smell it now. And this market's known for its handmade crafts, right?
Yes, you'll find so many unique, locally made things there.
So you're supporting artisans and finding gifts you wouldn't see anywhere else.
Exactly. And the atmosphere is electric. Live music, twinkling lights, people everywhere.
It sounds like a whole experience, not just shopping.
It is. Okay, now if you want to talk about experiences, we got to mention Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park.
Oh yeah, Winter Wonderland is like next level.
It is. It's like a whole festive world. Carnival rides, ice skating, circus acts, even musical shows.
Seriously, it's like stepping into a Christmas movie.
And the food, you name it, they've got it. From German pretzels to Belgian waffles.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Right. But just remember, entry to the grounds is free, but you need tickets for certain attractions.
So plan ahead. All right, up next we have the Leicester Square Christmas Market.
Now, this one is super central.
Perfect if you're already out and about sightseeing in London.
Exactly. And it's got some unique stuff going on, too.
Like what?
Well, they have a festive cinema showing Christmas classics. How cool is that?
So cozy. And live performances too, right?
Yes. So even though it's central, it still has its own unique charm.
Love that. Okay, now for something a bit more traditional, let's go to Greenwich. The Greenwich Christmas Market.
Ah, Greenwich. So much history there.
I know. And this market is known for its focus on both traditional and contemporary crafts.
Perfect for finding those really unique handmade gifts.
I love giving gifts that have a story behind them.
Me too. And Greenwich itself just adds to the whole ambiance.
It does. That maritime backdrop, the smells from the food stalls.
It's so charming. All right, our last stop takes us to Covent Garden.
Famous for its holiday lights.
I know, it's magical. And the market really reflects that whole elegant vibe.
So we're talking higher end gifts here.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of luxury artisan goods here.
Ooh, fancy. But Covent Garden always has great entertainment, right?
Always. From live music to carol singers to all sorts of performers.
It sounds so lively.
It is. But before we get too carried away, let's pause for a second and talk about actually visiting these markets.
Right. It's one thing to hear about them, but actually getting there and navigating the crowds is another story.
Exactly. The article has some good tips for that.
Like, first off, if you want to avoid the biggest crowds, aim for weekday evenings.
Good advice. And don't forget, London winters can get pretty chilly.
So layers, layers, layers. A warm coat, a good scarf, and gloves.
And don't forget comfy shoes. You'll be doing a lot of walking.
Oh, and UK Compass recommends taking advantage of London's amazing public transportation system. The tube is your friend.
Definitely. And Oyster cards or contactless payment make it super easy to get around.
Yes. And download the TfL app for real-time updates and route planning. Okay, one last thing before we move on.
Yes.
Don't forget to try the traditional festive treats. And remember, a lot of these markets are close to other iconic London sites.
So you can combine your market visit with some sightseeing.
Exactly. Now, we've talked about all 5 of these markets, but I want you to think about which one really speaks to you.
What are you most drawn to? Which gifts would you be looking for?
Let's take a quick break and then come back to dive a little deeper into what makes each of these markets so special.
Sounds good. I'm ready for more festive fun.
We're back and ready to keep exploring these amazing London Christmas markets.
I'm loving this. So many options for finding the perfect festive experience.
Right. And the UK Compass article did such a great job of showing how each market has its own personality.
Like, are you someone who loves a big, over-the-top, family-friendly kind of place?
Then Winter Wonderland's for you.
But if you're more into history and a kind of cozy, intimate vibe,
Then maybe Greenwich is more your style.
yeah, it's all about finding what you love.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of navigating these markets, the article also gave some really practical tips for dealing with the crowds.
Oh, yeah, good point. Because it can get pretty packed, especially on the weekends, closer to Christmas.
So weekday evenings are probably your best bet for a slightly more relaxed experience.
Smart thinking.
Mm.
And while we're talking practicalities, let's not forget about those London winters.
Right. It can get chilly, so the article really emphasizes the importance of dressing warmly.
Layers, layers of layers.
Yes. A warm coat, a good scarf, gloves.
And don't even think about wearing anything but your most comfortable shoes.
Yeah, you'll be doing a lot of walking.
Oh,
Yep.
and speaking of getting around, the article reminded us about London's amazing public transport.
The tube.
A lifesaver, especially during the busy holiday season.
And Oyster cards or contactless payment make it super easy.
So convenient. And don't forget the TfL app.
Such a great tool for planning your routes and checking for any delays.
Technology can really make a difference. Speaking of things that make a difference, let's talk about the food.
Yes, those festive treats.
The article really encouraged us to indulge.
And I totally agree. Mince pies, roasted chestnuts, mulled wine.
They're not just snacks, they're part of the whole Christmas market experience.
It's about sharing those treats with loved ones.
Creating memories, laughing, staying warm.
And the smells.
Just walking through the market, taking it all in.
I love that. And remember, a lot of these markets are located near other London attractions.
So smart. Combine your market visit with some sightseeing.
Like imagine going to the South Bank Centre Winter Market and then hopping on the London Eye.
Ooh, what a view.
Or after the Greenwich Christmas Market, maybe you explore the Tower of London.
So many possibilities. It's all about creating your perfect London adventure.
And UK Compass, with their insightful article, is like your guide to making that happen.
They really know their stuff, don't they?
Totally. So as we move into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to really think about this. Which of these markets is calling your name?
Which one matches your vibe? What kind of gifts would you be searching for?
What experiences would make your heart sing? Keep those questions in mind as we continue our exploration. Welcome back to our deep dive. It's amazing how these markets are so much more than just shopping.
It's true. They really capture that spirit of London, that blend of history and modern energy.
You can really feel it. Like these markets have been around for centuries in some form, right?
Yeah. It's fascinating how these traditions have evolved but still kept that sense of community and celebration.
I love that. And you see it in how different all the markets are.
Exactly. Each one has its own unique character. Winter Wonderland is all about that big festive energy.
And Greenwich has that more traditional handcrafted feel.
And Covent Garden is all about elegance and sophistication. It's like there's a market for every taste.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about all the amazing food.
Oh, yeah. All those traditional British treats.
Mince pies.
Yes. And then you've got those international flavors, too.
Like German pretzels and Belgian waffles.
It's a real foodie adventure.
It is. And those smells.
I know. The aroma of mulled wine is just...
It's pure Christmas magic.
It really is. It's all about those sensory experiences. The sights, the sounds, the smells.
And sharing those experiences with people you love.
That's what makes it so special. It's about creating those memories that last a lifetime.
Exactly. It's more than just a shopping trip. It's about connecting with the city, with the holiday spirit.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want you to think about this. Which market will you choose?
Which one speaks to you the most?
What kind of gifts would you look for? What experiences would you prioritize?
Imagine yourself there, walking through the twinkling lights, the smells of festive food filling the air.
Maybe you're sipping on some mulled wine, listening to carol singers.
It's all waiting for you in London.
And remember, the UK Compass article, Top 5 London Christmas Markets You Must See This Christmas, is an amazing resource for planning your trip.
It has everything you need to know, so be sure to check it out. And that's it for our deep dive into London's Christmas markets.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope we've inspired you to experience the magic of London this holiday season. Happy holidays.